Well, good morning, one and all. This is Oliver, and welcome to another daily doodle. I only put one a week up on YouTube, but I do one basically every day here. Now that's 2 centimeters there, and as you can see, I've made a square. I'm just highlighting it here in ink, but in the final piece, we don't have it highlighted. Right, so that's basically 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. And I'm now going to put in a diagonal and another diagonal here. Oops, I went a bit off there. Sorry, going too fast. Take your time now, lad. Line it up there again. And right, so we're going to be 4 centimeters out on this one from the center. And basically on each of the diagonals I'm going to come out 4 centimeters. But before we do that, we have to inside on each one of these radiating lines, I just want 1 centimeter. So that's approximately 1 centimeter there. And so each one of the radiating lines will be 1 centimeter. Look, I better measure it to do it right. Okay, I wasn't far off. Right. And you basically join each one of them at the 1 centimeter point. I'm doing it roughly here, you do it much more accurately. Now, I did it more accurately myself earlier on. And we're going to do exactly the same now out here on the 4 centimeter. Again, I'm just doing it roughly. And when you join up all those, well, this is what you get, and this is what we're going to use now for our 3D line art. Okay. Put those out of the way. Now, I like to start off each segment first with the first line so that I know what direction I'm going to be going in from there on. A little bit crooked there. Doesn't matter. And see the way they... Oh, very crooked. Sorry. Okay, and now just do them segment by segment. And this to me is the nice bit of the Zen. Just get your eye in. Try to be... oh, what you call it? Be very definite in your stroke. Don't be hesitant. And it will come out a lot better. And do a bit of exercise before you start. Like I've already done a rough version of this already on some paper before I ever came in here to do this, and it means that I find it more fluid. But if you want to go slower, do go slower. There's no rush at all. I just don't want to be spending too long on this. I'd like you to be able to know, where do we go to next? Well, you don't, for me anyway, I never go to the next segment. And this is a nice beginner's one. I do every second segment. And you can do that because each one of these segments are exactly the same. And I find by doing the same one, shall we say, which repeats every second one, doing it this way, I just feel that it becomes more consistent. I have a better eye for where I should be going. And watch where you intersect the line. You want to intersect about the same position as you did previously. So up here they're about the same length. There's, and see these ones, they're a little closer. That's wider, closer. Just be consistent in how you do it. Well, it doesn't take long at all. And we're coming to the end. It didn't take long, did it? What, 12 minutes or thereabouts? 12, 13 minutes. And that's looking good. Just finished this one off. Now, what do I do next? I think I will do a little bit of colouring on it. What do you think? Maybe some watercolours? Well, what I'm using here are, what do you call them, brush pens. I got a cheap pack of brush pens down at the local, I suppose you just call it the pound shop or the euro shop. Don't know what they cost me, €5 or something like that. Very cheap. I've used them before. I actually like them, and I'm just putting a border around here of a type of light browny orange. But as I'm doing it, I think it would have been better using a dark brown here, so I'll probably put a dark brown later on top of this one, because in all the segments here I'm going to use two colours. I'm going to use, I'll put down a dark colour first, and then I'll follow it with a brighter colour. And we'll see how it does. For this video, I'm trying to leave the card in one place and just flicking my wrist in very awkward ways. Normally, I'd move the card around, and if you were following along with this, I would advise you to move the card around as well. It makes it much easier. This one is very difficult to get a good flick of the wrist and fill it in the right direction. And I'll go in now, and I'm going to use the purple. It's a very dark purple. Putting that down. It made a mess there. Put that down first. And do you know what? I think I'm wrong. I think I should have put the light color down first. It's this dark. This purple is very, very dark. Right. And where are they? I'm using I suppose a vibrant red here, and I'm going to finish that off at a later stage with a pink. And yeah, I'll keep on going the way I am, doing the dark one first, or the more dominant color first, and I might try to do another one later on where I put the softer color down first. You know, I think I'm making a mess of this purple. I should have taken my time. Too late now. That is what it is. Yeah. Okay. Now, yellow. This should be a fairly simple one to do. I can't get this one wrong. It's light, and if I happen to go over the edge, well, so what? Because the dark colours will cover it. That's all. That's the yellow out of the way. And where are my other ones? I need to put a light one down here. Blue. And this is a light blue. Just to fill up that segment a little bit more, having a light colour there. And I'm not trying to fill it up all the way to the edge. I'm just trying to give this, I don't know, tapered look. I like this fluted look of these ones. So just keep going the way I am. And that's it on the blue. Now we have our pink. I like the pink and the red. I've used that before on works like this, but I'm doing more colouring. Very, very awkward here, I can tell you. I do not advise anybody to do it this way. Okay, looking good. This one here, I'm sort of looking upon this as like foliage, a bit of green in here all the way around, and in this case I am filling it all in because I think it needs this bit of solid colour to bind them all together. At least I think so anyway. Trouble is trying to decide where in the thin part there where to start, but it's coming together okay. It sort of gives the feeling of foliage, doesn't it? Like some sort of flowers there. Yeah, hard to know where to start there. But we do what we do. I might be missing bits because I'm not really looking back. Just going along with this. Two more. And we're finished. There we go. I think I'll put a bit more yellow in there, just like a bit of embossing around the edge to give it a bit of a hint of three-dimensionality there. This look is just a very quick, small circles. That's all. And I should also do something around the edge. No, actually, I say I'm going to use brown. Where's the brown? It's a fairly dark brown, but it's, yeah, okay. And this will be the hard bit, putting it in around the edge, especially at the different angles I'm going to have to do, so that's going to slow me down a bit. But look, as I said, if you do it yourself, turn the card around so that it is much more comfortable for you. I'm only doing this so that on the video it's all pointing in the same direction. I like this idea of putting in two colors. I think it raises it up a little bit. Or what do you think? Am I wasting my time? It sort of gives this shading effect because the darker color is predominantly in at the tightest part of each segment, where it probably would be dark. So I'm just giving this impression of a shade inside in the, how would you call it, in the choke points of each segment. Now, there's it. I think that's it done. All I have to do now is go and sign it. But where is my pen? Give me a moment there. Let me find my pen. Back to you in a second. Brown will do as good as any other one. And remember, always sign your pieces, sign and date them, and be proud of them. So this is me finished. This is just one of my daily doodles. I put one of them up every week on YouTube, and this is my one for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, or put it this way, what did you think? I designed it as something that would be easy to do for an absolute beginner. It is totally symmetrical, so once you know how to do one segment, you can do the next segment and the next segment. And you can see there the colouring was fairly straightforward, fairly easy. I didn't do anything sophisticated at all, just a couple of flicks of the wrist. Anyway, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. I'm sure I'll be back to see you again, well, actually probably not for another 2 weeks, because I'm heading over to Canada to see the grandchildren. So till then, Slán Tamil, and thanks for watching.